All right, sis, go to I'm gonna let you read this straight through. Go to Exodus, go to Exodus 12.
Um,
Hold up, let me jump back. That was 13.
Exodus 12 to 51.
I'm gonna let you go to verse 28.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you read it straight through. Because this
Okay.
this is this is pretty much explaining New Year's, how you celebrate, when it comes, when New Year's is, how you celebrate it.
All right. Here we go. This is the book of Exodus, the 12th chapter, and verse 1 reads, And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you.
The first month of the year to you, right? And we already know what this is. We know this is going into the Passover. The
Mhm.
first month of the year to you, right? And we're gonna see it's not January 1st. I got when you go through this, I'm gonna go through like a few more scriptures, but we see. It's like keep going.
Verse 3 reads, Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats. And ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper doorposts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire, his head with his legs, and with the purtenance thereof. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire. And thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. Verse 12 reads, For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast. And against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day until the seventh day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. And in the first day there shall be an holy convocation, and in the seventh day there shall be an holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in this selfsame day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month at evening, ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 120th day of the month at even. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses. For whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. Ye shall eat nothing leavened. In all your habitations shall ye eat unleavened bread. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, draw out and take you a lamb according to your families, and kill the Passover. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out at the door of his house until the morning. For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians. And when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door, and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your houses to smite you. And ye shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever. And it shall come to pass when ye become to the land which the Lord will give you, according as he hath promised, that ye shall keep this service. And it shall come to pass when your children shall say unto you, what mean ye by this service? That ye shall say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses, and the people bowed their head and worshiped. And the children of Israel went away and did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron. So did they.
Right? So we know that's going into the Passover, which is the new year, right? Brand new beginning for us because we about to come out. Moses was about to bring us out the land of Egypt from our captivity, and he was going to have us go through the wilderness and bring us into the land of Canaan, which later became known as the land of Israel, right? So this being the celebration that goes on during what we know as New Year's, it's like man takes what he wants from it and does things, but he don't give God the Most High Yahweh the credit for what he created these things to be. So having this as being the celebration as the Passover, also the New Year's, in the churches, this should be taught like daily, like any service you have, you should be teaching this because the churches. When I was younger, we used to go to church um December the 31st, 4 o'clock in the like not 4 o'clock in the morning, but 11 o'clock at night, sometime a little earlier than that. I don't remember the times, but up until the time to where January 1st came in and everybody saying Happy New Year's and speaking of New Year's resolutions and all of this stuff. And it's like, come on, it's not even that time yet. But when you're young, you don't know this word. You don't reverence these things. But learning it, we gotta hold fast to when we get this gain this wisdom and knowledge. Right. So I'm gonna jump over into Exodus 13. It's like four scriptures there. I wanna grab out. So since you jump over to Exodus 13 and just read from one to four.
Um, this is the book of Exodus, the 13th chapter. Verse 1 reads, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, sanctify unto me all the firstborn, whatsoever openeth the womb among the children of Israel, both man and beast, it is mine. And Moses said unto the people, remember this day in which ye came out from Egypt, out of the house of bondage. For by strength of hand the Lord brought you out from this place. There shall no leavened bread be eaten. This day came ye out in the month Abib.
Abib, right? Which means to spring forth. And this was like when the barley came in. Let me see something real quick. I can pull this up. Right, but you see, if you can read that, sis, I don't know if you can see that.
Abib was the original name for the first month of the ancient Hebrew calendar. meaning green ears of grain, signifying spring and the start of the barley harvest.
Con,
You
right.
want to read the rest?
Yeah, you can read it up.
And later renamed Nisan after the Babylonian exile. God established it as the beginning of months during the Exodus, making it crucial for the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread, typically falling around mid March to mid April in our modern calendar.
Con, right. So it ain't like this information ain't out there, right? And it references to the scriptures, to the Passover feast of unleavened bread, the New Year again, the springtime, right? So the bib is going into um when things are renewing on the earth. You know, your crops is coming in, you know, the barley harvest, all that stuff. And I think even now today, even in Israel, when they do their Passover over there, they go according to when the barley starts to sprout back out, and you start to get the corn, you know, growing as well, and all the crops start to come in. That's how they do it as far as the beginning of spring, and it's between that March and April period of time. Sometimes it's like towards the middle or end of March, or towards like the beginning of April. You know, the Passover comes in, right? So this stuff it's not even like they say, it's not rocket science, man. It ain't hard to figure this out, man. So just learning this and knowing this now, when I look at people that go hard for January the first, they mainly do that because for one, they get a day off of work. So they're looking, oh, at least I ain't got to go to work today. So they start to give more honor towards that. As they draw more towards it. You know, it's not like when the Passover come off, you know, they ain't trying to take off a day of work. You know, I already had this day off to honor the New Year's. Why I want to, do that again? But it's foolish because as we was reading earlier, this is going into the traditions of men not honoring this. You following man that don't even know nothing, right? You only know what the Most High allow you to know. So if the Most High limits your wisdom and knowledge, you lacking a lot. The Most High broadens your wisdom and knowledge, then you have more, but you ain't outsmart. You not gonna outsmart the Most High. You're not going outdo the Most High. Never. You know, not even the angels is above the Most High. Not even on that level. They play their position as they was created to do. Right. Um. Let me jump back over. What was that? That was Exodus. It was Exodus 13. I think I got two. I got two more. So go to Deuteronomy 16, sis,
Um,
and we're gonna do 1 to 3.
okay. This is the book of Deuteronomy, the 16th chapter, verse 1 reads, Observe the month of Abib, and keep the Passover unto the Lord thy God. For in the month of Abib, the Lord thy God brought thee forth out of Egypt by night.
Shalaki, and we know the month of Abib is the springtime, right? Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread, the beginning of months, right? Beginning of the months is it said in Exodus the 12th chapter, right? The beginning of the year for us, a new year. That's what the Abib is. That's what it is, man. It ain't no January 1st,
Hmm.
right? Not at all. Not even close. You know,
Mhm.
keep going, sis.
Verse 2 reads, Thou shalt therefore sacrifice the Passover unto the Lord thy God of the flock and the herd, in the place which the Lord shall choose to place his name there. Verse 3 Thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread therewith, even the bread of affliction. For thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt in haste, that thou mayest remember the day when thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt all the days of thy life.
Right? I'm gonna stop this one here, and my last scripture I'm gonna jump into. We're gonna go into Matthew 26, right? Now we got the New Year, we got the Passover. We got traditions of men and people not honoring Yahweh Shai as we should. Because like I said, if you're a Christian, you should be doing what Yahweh Shai did. You should be doing what Christ did. That's what you're claiming to do, right? So we're gonna go to Matthew 26, and we're gonna see what Yahweh Shai did. Um,
Okay.
start at verse start at verse 17.
17. This is the book of Matthew, the 26th chapter. We're going to start at verse 17. Now, the first day of the feast of unleavened bread, the disciples came to Yahushua, saying unto him, where wilt thou that we prepare for thee to eat the Passover?
Con, that's lucky. Now, when modern day modern day church goes through this, they don't really go through it the way they should. They call this the Last Supper, right? Which is
Mhm.
just was Yahweh last Passover, which is how they should teach it. And if they teaching it properly, they would go back into the Old Testament, as they like to refer to it, as being separate, and like that's the Old Testament is null and void now. And you see where this comes from, what Yahweh is doing here, what Christ is doing here. He's not doing something new and different. He's following the traditions, as it says, throughout our generations. And Yahweh Shai is making sure that we continue to do this. Keep reading, sis.
Verse 18 reads, and he said, go into the city to such a man, and say unto him, the master saith, my time is at hand. I will keep the Passover at thy house with my disciples. And the disciples did as Yahushua Hamashiach had appointed them, and they made ready the Passover. Now, when the even was come, he sat down with the 12. And as they did eat, he said, verily I say unto you, that one of you shall betray me. And they were exceeding sorrowful, and began every one of them to say unto him, Lord, is it I? And he answered and said, he that dippeth his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me. The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him, but woe unto that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. Had been good for that man if he had not been born. Then Judas, which betrayed him, answered and said, Master, is it I? He said unto him, thou hast said. And as they were eating, Yahushua took bread and blessed it and brake it and gave it to the disciples and said, take, eat, this is my body. And he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, drink ye all of it. For this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom.
Come, right? I'm gonna have you stop right there. So this was Yahweh Shai's last Passover. And he's saying, look, pretty much this is the last time I'm gonna do this until the kingdom of heaven, right? We get in the kingdom of heaven, Yahweh Shai gonna be keeping that Passover again with us, which again is the new year, bringing in a new year with us, right? Just like we have the new months coming. You get your go all the way up till you get to the beginning of the years, the beginning of months, right? So going all the way back to Exodus 12, which is telling us what the new year is. We went into Exodus 13, telling us, hey, the Abib, looked up what Abib is, right? The springtime, which is the new year. So there's no way getting around this. And I said it's just because it's been made laws. You got federal laws, federal holidays and stuff, and people choose to honor that. Don't realize how just disrespectful it is to the Father. And I'm speaking towards our people. The other nations can do what they want to do. It don't matter, whether they keeping January 1st as the New Year or not. But we as Israelites, you know, we as Israelites, Black Hispanics, Native Indians, we fall under the umbrella. And I ain't talking about just anybody just claim to be this or be that. I mean, genuinely, you know, and majority of the time, our people rebel against this word. A lot of time, it's them, it's us. Because other nations want to be it so bad, man. They claim and they try to keep up and do whatever we doing, man. But we gotta stay, strong with the Most High with His word, man. Something is like I say. People say, it's something so small. No, it's a great dishonor to the Most High not to keep His ordinances, not to do that. A great disrespect. Keeping the tradition of man is going completely off, man. and then people don't even realize you honoring a I think the name was help me out, Moses. Was is it the dude named Janice?
Yeah,
Let me
for
see if I can find.
January.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me pull him up. Yeah, Janice. Read this, sis.
Uh, let's see. Okay, it reads Janus is the ancient Roman god of beginnings,
Mhm.
traditions. Well, no, sorry, transitions, doorways, gates, and endings. Uniquely depicted with two faces. Oh my goodness, two faces. It's small. Let me see.
You want me? Let me
Two
make it bigger.
faces. Two faces looking in opposite directions, one to the past, one to the future, symbolizing his role overseeing all passages, including time, war, peace, and life, death. He was crucial in Roman religion, invoked first in rituals, and gave his name to January, a month of new starts.
Come, see.
Mm.
Like I said, the information is there, and this is old. This go way back to Roman culture, man. Esau, Edomites. This ain't got nothing to do with this. Like I said, this is what they do. Greek too. That's why I spoke about Greek philosophy and all that stuff, man. That stuff have nothing to do with this. No, other
Mm-hmm.
nations they have to make up their own delusions. They have to come up with their own gods and stuff to praise and worship because the Most High ain't with them nor for them. Right? He set them up to do a job. They doing it, and they know even more than us, man. Which is crazy because when your enemies know more about you than you know yourself, I'm not speaking as up us here on the platform, but in general, most of our people they don't even know themselves, man. They happy to be whatever they call it, man. You know, they're happy with the bywords, you know. You call them whatever you want to call them, and they go with it, man. But you know, we
Mm-hmm.
gotta honor the Most High Yahweh, man. We can't think this is something so small and something that we shouldn't adhere to, man. We gotta notice and we gotta honor the day the Most High ordained as what is known as the New Year. Now, we gotta honor that. You know, Passover is not something lightly. The Most High did a great work for us on the Passover, right? It's not something minor, and there's nothing the Most High ever done for us that was something small or minor, man. Most High has always done great things for us. Just look at us, even in the worst of our captivity, we could have been destroyed, man. Because you know our enemies want to wipe us out off the face of the earth. They don't want us existing, man. They want to replace us. But the Most High always kept us around, man. Though our numbers might decrease here and there, the Most High always have us coming back. Always. He never just did away with our people. Like I said in Malachi, the Most High has not, just consumed our people away, man. Right? He's honoring that covenant. But we did go off, so we can't expect not to get punished. There is punishment, even in this kingdom. You break laws, there's punishment for it. You know, so we just got to be careful, man. We got to get back to what we're supposed to be doing and stay away from the traditions of man. Don't honor nothing that man got to offer you because it's nothing like the Most High, right? These things come with a heavy penalty, right? You got it there. That's where January come from. And if you go through all of the months, even the days of the weeks, they all got attachments to some type of deity, man. All of them. Every day of the week, every month of the year. Those names, the Most High didn't name them. Man gave them that, and man attached traditions to those things. All right. But that's all I had on this, man. I want to say, man, through water for those jumped on to listen.